And staying with the race for the White House, Vice President Kamala Harris has unveiled a new economic agenda that is specifically tailored to black men. The plan includes forgiving 1 million business loans, creating more apprenticeships, and studying diseases that disproportionately impact African American men. The opportunity agenda for black men also includes legalizing recreational marijuana to create a booming industry. Harris announced the plan in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, which she visited for the 10th time this election season. The announcement comes days after former President Barack Obama criticized black men in person, saying they weren't fond of the idea of having a woman as president.
Up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that.
His contentious remarks followed growing concerns of eroding support among black men for Kamala Harris just weeks before the November 5th election. Recent polls show that black men are less enthusiastic about the Democratic presidential ticket, and they may sit out this election or support former President Donald Trump.
You have to be careful with recognizing that African American men have the same needs as any other male in voting, making decisions for their family, having wealth for their children, economic issues, cost of food, and so you don't want to offer like a carrot, as a bait for people to vote for you and not really pay attention to what the issues are. And so it could be possibly backfire if the male population feel that they're trying to be convinced beyond policy to vote for her instead of her really standing on the issues that really present themselves to African American males.
Young black men in particular are turning away from the Biden-Harris administration as their experiences are not reflected in the policies.
Right now, I would definitely vote for Trump. The reason why I will vote for Trump, Trump is offering more tangibles that some or most black Americans think that will benefit our community, such as immigration. The way immigration is running under the Democratic time right now is hurting our economy. Because we're having millions of people come in, they're reaping the benefits such as Medicaid, Medicare, DHS. They're receiving all these benefits that so many our elders, our retired military that may be homeless, and the regular homeless people, they can't get these benefits, but we're giving it to people who never put into the system. So that's a huge problem for me, and I know a few other people.
Meanwhile, during a rally in Pennsylvania on Monday, Donald Trump celebrated the increasing support from the black community, adding that if he wins the swing state, he will in fact win the whole ball game.
Tell you what, our poll numbers have gone through the roof. With black and Hispanic have gone through the roof. And I like that. I like that. I like that. We win Pennsylvania. We win this great Commonwealth. We are going to win the whole ball game. It's such an important place. And we relate. And we are up in the polls fairly nicely.
The latest poll averages by the New York Times show Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump by 1 point in Pennsylvania and by 3 points nationally. Yet for nearly 5 decades, black men have historically voted overwhelmingly for Democrats, and specifically, their support has ranged anywhere from 85 to 95% for Democratic presidential candidates. This year, Kamala Harris is fighting to ensure those percentages remain intact as the race grows even more tight with exactly 3 weeks until Election Day.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.